after the run for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
23 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Chase Edmonds, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James, he will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The numbers for him from a week ago. 20 carries, 122 yards.
So, partner, you know, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game. Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
On 1st down, Kyle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Houston on the stop.
Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And Charles, we get a look at the draft class here for this team. What do you think?
Well, I think for the most part, I do like what they did because, to me, they got some solid players in the early rounds. And then, if I'm correct in my evaluation, they got some great value in the later rounds as well.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. I'm talking about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett and into the end zone. A Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Take over first and 10.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
Murray's pass complete to
a good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he's got Bennett. And he's got Roan. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
complete.
It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Murray a give. This is Drake.
Kenyon Drake.
A check on the numbers for Kenyon Drake last week. 14 carries, 54 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
By the wide receiver.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
3rd.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. From the gun, Murray. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's Richie James on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Richie James on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A pass complete here to Conley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Running the counter with Mostert. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He'll get 3 up to midfield.
He was taken down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Cardinals.
They go back to the ground. This time Mostert. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes it.
And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's Murray from midfield. And complete on the right side to Bennett. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good little steam going.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brought him down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 22-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Cardinals.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
At the 17.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, he'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Second down and 4. Being chased out left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's third down.
Third down.
Here's Murray. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw is Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they got the lead right now as they start this drive first and 10. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Samuel bringing in the slant. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
At their 49-yard line.
Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Hakeem. Butler there. And now it's second down.
Second down and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
The ball carrier.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. This is Juszczyk. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
For San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 36, Murray firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Murray's pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And at points,
and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it winds up at a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here's James. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. at their own 30.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
49-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to... Get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, fourth quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Murray.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Murray with a third and long. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up fourth down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
Here we go.
21.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, boy.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down 24-21, just over 1:40 to play. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Murray to throw. He'll get this underneath Edmonds. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So now let's look at this situation with no timeouts remaining. The offense should be able to just run the clock out.
I know that's what it says on my time management chart up here. And I know a lot of teams are hiring a time management coach who's going to sit in the box, talk to the head coach. In this situation, if you do anything but take a knee in victory formation, then you're not playing the game right. This game should be over. Take the knee, hold on to the ball.
By the way, so impressive that you do have a time management chart up here.
Listen, you know I can't count. So I need it a big way. We can't hire anyone to help us out. So hopefully I'm reading it correctly.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the 49ers,